Welcome to our introduction. And now for our today's trivia. Our trivia for today is, do you know that spending just a few months in Antarctica can shrink your brain? Spending just a few months in Antarctica can shrink your brain if you ever take a trip to Antarctica. Be sure to do as much socializing as you possibly can and come up with stimulating ways to keep yourself busy. Research published in the New England Journal of Medicine in December 2019 explained that brain imaging in 8 polar expeditioners before and after 14 months of isolation showed that the volume of the hippocampal dentate gyrus was lower than the in controls. IFL Science notes that research believe in the changes in the brain they observed as the result of environmental autonomy and prolonged isolation. Now for our agendas for today. You'll be able to learn how to communicate properly and effectively. Be able to learn the importance of communication in our daily lives. You'll be able to apply communication into speech in case you are told to make a speech. Now for our oral language and fluency. First, what is communication? Communication brings people together, closer to each other. The communication is an important management function closely associated with all other managerial functions. It bridges the gap between individuals and groups through flow of information and understanding between them. It is also an important aspect of everyday living. It is a means of exchanging information between the speaker and the receiver of the listener through symbols, signs, behavior, and the like, verbal or written. Speech plays a vital role in communication because we express our feelings and thoughts through spoken words. Thus, it is important to know how to prepare and deliver a speech, most especially if it is to be done in front of an audience. Moreover, we are talking about good speech delivery here. Effective delivery is greatly determined by the speaker's rapport with the audience, which helps establish good communication. If understanding does not exist, communication is not achieved. Next up, we have, in order to achieve effective communication, the following pointers must be considered. Determine and focus on the main message of the topic that is told by the speaker, and try to concentrate the topic of the speaker that he is trying to deliver. Next is identify 3 supporting points. The main points are the major divisions of the body presentation. Each main point introduces one idea or makes one claim that helps to advance the central idea of the presentation. Remember to limit the number of main topics in the body of the presentation. Number 3, consider your audience in mind. Always be considerate on what topic you'll be tackling about, and make sure that the topic is related to something you're trying to deliver the audience. Focus more on your audiences and try to entertain them, and always make a good gestures and try to be formal in front of them. Number 4, be tactful when you deliver. Having or showing the ability to do or say things without offending other people and respect their own beliefs, but focus more on what you believe and just listen for their feedbacks after your speech. Aim for brevity. Concise and exact use of words in writing or speech. Make sure to use most accurate words and exact words for the things that the audience cannot comprehend in, for them to understand the main topic of the speech. Number 6, ask for feedback. Number 7, establish eye contact. It is very Important to establish eye contact in your audiences because they can see what your main point is in every topic you consider. Number 8, utilize gestures. It's important for the audiences to know what you're trying to say through gestures and through eye contact. Number 9, consider walking and employ props. For number 10, consider walking on the stage, going to the other side, but slowly establishing eye contact and utilizing the gestures. You also need to employ the props on what you got by presenting it on your speech because some people cannot comprehend just through listening. They need to see some props on what you are trying to say for them to understand on what you're talking about. What is the importance of communication? Remember that communication is very important in our lives, especially when we grow up. Because if we want to have a job, our communication skills will define us on which type of person are we. If we are confident enough, it won't be a hard thing. But if we are too shy, it can be hard for us to explain why we deserve a certain job, like pilot, salesman, employee, etc. And next up is the flow of information. The most relevant information must flow continuously from top to bottom and vice versa. The staff at all levels must be kept informed about organizational objectives and other developments taking place in the organization. A care should be taken that no one should be misinformed. The information should reach the incumbent in the language he or she can understand better. The use of difficult words should be avoided. The right information should reach the right person at the right time through the right person. Next up is coordination. It is through communication that efforts of all the staff working in the organization can be coordinated for the accomplishment of the organizational goals. The coordination of all personnel and their efforts in the essence of management, which can be attained through effective communication. And last, we have learning management skills. The communication facilitates flow of information, ideas, beliefs, perception, advice, opinion, orders, and instructions, etc. Both ways which enable the managers and other supervisory staff to learn managerial skills through experience of others. The experience of the sender of the message gets reflected in it which the person at the receiving end can learn by analyzing and understanding it. So that's all for the importance of communication. Thank you for listening and see you on our next topic.